you're gonna feel like, man, this is not for me, yada, yada, yada. And if you quit, believe me, you could be missing out on a lot. So just don't quit. Whatever you do, don't quit.
I got into CSGO like at the beginning of 2015, towards the end of 2014, when a buddy of mine gifted it to me on Steam because we were like gamers back then, and he gave it to me for Christmas. I got addicted and he didn't. I eventually got to a point where like in matchmaking I hit like the global elite, which is like the top of the top. And once I got to that point, I was told by a couple buddies about ESEA and so on therefore.
I got into it through my uncle actually, who he kind of played Counter-Strike at his house, 1.6, and I would just watch him play, and I kind of grew really interested in the game and the whole shooter aspect, and yeah, that's just kind of just began from there and just kept playing ever since.
I played lots of video games like when I was younger, and I got like a PlayStation and stuff like that, and I moved on to like PC games like Guild Wars and like World of Warcraft and stuff like that. And then I eventually got Counter-Strike, and my friends wanted me to play with them, so I played with them a lot and got way better than them really fast. So I decided to play ESEA.
No, they were not supportive at all. When I was young, I would constantly be in fights with my mom about internet connections, you know, people being too loud, I'm up too late, I'm playing too much, you know, I should be doing homework and studying instead and whatnot. So yeah, but eventually after, you know, it kind of basically got me into school and everything, and they see, you know, once they start seeing money flowing and all that, they kind of started supporting it a lot more.
Yeah, 100%. My dad thinks it's super cool that I play video games. He plays video games too, so I guess that helps.
At first, no. They saw it as a waste of time because they wanted me to focus on, I guess, my degree, my whole aspect of like tinkering around with computer programming and whatnot. But they saw that I was dedicating a lot of times towards esports in general. But it didn't hit them until probably they got the letter or the billing statement of my first semester in college, where they're like, wow, that's not so expensive. And that's when it like dawned on them, when my parents started finally supporting me, and they're like, you can do what you're doing as long as you're in college. And I'm like, all right, I'll take that.
Just like any traditional sport, dedication, hard work, and I mean, you have to have talent. You have to be able to compete at that high of a level. You have to be good at what you're doing.
To play at a top level, you have to be, just like any sport, you have to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, practice a lot, continuous reps. It all depends on how much effort you put into what you're doing in order to get something positive out of it.
It takes a lot of determination and time, and you have to like get along with people.
Don't stop grinding. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort. Is a big thing. Quality of practice is more important than quantity of practice. So just make sure you're using your time wisely and using it, you know, with a purpose.